Hello there, everybody. So today is going to be a slightly different video. I've been getting a bunch of comments from some young performers who are prepping for auditions or wanting to audition for theme park entertainment, you name it, and they've been asking for a video on just tips and tricks, auditioning, just kind of words of wisdom. So I thought I would just share some things that I've learned over the years. So I think one would be just train. Whether it's vocally or for dance, acting, you go take a class, go do research. I think one of the greatest things was I have had a vocal coach since I was about, I want to say 16 years old. At 15 years old, that was when I knew I was like, I want to perform. I knew from a young age, but I still wasn't really sure. But then when I was 15, I was like, no, performing. That's where I feel I'm being called. And so I got myself a vocal coach. I grew up dancing. Singing has always been my first love. Dancing was always like, I enjoyed it, but I always felt like it was holding me back from doing musical theater or getting to sing, you name it. But I'm so grateful that my mom said, I think you should stick with it. You never know. And if anything, dancing opened the doors first, and then now I get to sing a lot more, and I get to do a lot more musical theater and acting, which has been so fulfilling. And that's my favorite, is when I get to sing, dance, and act all at once. So yes, train. Also, whether it's taking a dance class and going out and taking a risk, that is huge. I think whether you are a seasoned professional or you are brand new to dancing and you have two left feet, I think you should go out and do it. And this is kind of part of number 2. So taking risks. I think constantly finding something, for me, I've been trying to do it daily, doing something that makes you uncomfortable and challenges you. Because that is one part of auditioning that is very, very true, where you are putting yourself out there, you're being very vulnerable, and you're sharing your gifts and your talents, and sometimes it's very well received, and sometimes it is not received in the way that you want, but you're still putting yourself out there, you're giving yourself a challenge and a risk. And that was kind of why I started posting videos on YouTube and TikTok, was just to start taking a daily risk of sharing my voice with people. It was also a great way to grow, and it mainly started because I lost my grandma this past year, and one of the things that she's told me over and over again was, you just need to sing, and I want more singing videos. And just this year I thought, you know what the heck, I'm gonna go and do it. Even though I'm terrified, I think it's a good thing for me to just start and do it. And then I can watch back my videos and see, oh, that wasn't super great. So I'm gonna go and work on this, either with my vocal coach, or I'm gonna mess around in my practice session, just with myself, and try and see how I can fix it. Because sometimes what you hear on video is different from what you hear. So number 1, train. Number 2, take risks. Number 3, do your research. So if you are going in for a show that already exists, I would say watch shows from previous years or from that past year. Make sure that you're familiar with what they're asking for. So then when you show up to the audition, not only can you look the part of maybe a role that you're going for or within the theme of the show, but then also you're prepared for what they might ask you to do. So it could be material-wise in the callback. They might have you sing some songs from that show. Okay, well, now you're familiar with them. So then you're at least not going in blind. And then same with dancing. Maybe they teach you choreo from the show. Well, at least you're familiar with that kind of genre and that movement quality. So then you're able to match that in the audition. So train, take risks, do your research. And then number 4, for me, this is really, really important, and I think for everyone it's different, but faith. I really try every day, especially on audition days, to take some time reading scripture and reading my Bible and just going over the truths of God is my rock and my firm foundation. He's my refuge. Even when I'm weary, he gives me strength and he gives me comfort, that I'm a child of God, that I'm loved unconditionally. I think all of those things are extremely important, because sometimes you'll go into an audition and everyone's nerves are through the roof. You're dealing with a lot of interesting personalities. It's really easy to get thrown off. And when I start to feel like discombobulated, I'm losing myself, I'm feeling nervous, I try and center myself with prayer, and I'll maybe take a moment off to the side. I'm not always very talkative at auditions. Sometimes I just need to lock in and I need to focus on what I've been practicing, on what I've been preparing, I also like to envision how the audition is going to go. I think that is a huge game changer, where if you are envisioning this is going to be the product, I have faith that my voice will hold out, that I will be able to do that dance step, that I will be able to move these directors to see me in this role through my acting, that a door will open. I think that is huge, 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 huge. And I also think it really helps with nerves and anxiety and really putting your mind at ease, because I think it's easy, because we're in a little bit of the fight or flight, to start to feel panicked and not be able to calm yourself. So try to learn that about yourself. Take moments of just breathing through your diaphragm to relax yourself. Prayer time, if that's something that's important to you, or even faith, take moments to read scripture or do what you need to do, so that then you can center yourself and you can really put out your best work. I always find when I take that time to do that, gosh, I go into an audition and I'm unfazed. I'm not scared. And those are my favorite moments. And also just remembering that you love to do this. I mean, I hope you love to do it. I definitely do. That was kind of a core memory for me as a kid. Growing up, singing, dancing, and performing was getting to see the joy on people's faces when I would sing or when I would dance, and hearing the applause, and how for a moment I brought some levity to a situation. And so for me, that's why I do what I do, is because I love that aspect of performing and sharing stories and connecting with people. So I hope that helps. So just kind of a quick little recap. Train. Do whatever you need to do. Take vocal lessons, acting lessons, dance classes, do it. Take risks. Find something every single day that makes you uncomfortable and helps you grow, so that then when you're put in audition situations, you're like, oh, this is fun. This isn't a scary thing, because I'm used to taking risks. Number 3, do your research. Know your show. If you're given callback materials, go over it. Make sure that you're familiar with it, so then you're not going in blind to an audition, if you can. Sometimes you can't always. But when you're given the materials, do it. Or find the materials. And then number 4, faith. Have faith that you have the ability to go out there and do great things. So I hope this helps. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and we'll see you on the next video.